All right. So, last time, after venturing into the lair of an aboleth and attempting to have a conversation with it, things took a violent turn, and Maya ended up running out of the chamber, followed closely by something like a dozen mind-controlled individuals, one of whom ended up being Lilith. However, after a bit of a bottleneck and some pretty straightforward murdering of, this dozen or so people, the group managed to incapacitate Lilith, and her mind was freed. And they managed to beat a hasty retreat before being overrun by the other mob of presumably controlled humanoids that they could hear running after them in this subterranean chamber. And making their escape through the cavern, the sewers, and eventually the streets of Helmfirth, they found themselves above ground and able to do a few things. More research was performed after having a hands-on experience with the thing. And an individual showed up who introduced himself as Glyn, the fighter that was sent on Blackwell's behalf to back up the group, provide a little bit more muscle to put an end to this thing that had already caused him so much trouble. And it was after the introduction of Glyn to the entirety of the group, as everyone kind of settled in for the night, that we left off last time. And so, unless anybody had anything they wanted to sneak out and do in the cover of night, I think we can pick up the next morning at the Baron Whore, the cheap hole-in-the-wall tavern and inn on the main drag through the Helmfirth, as perhaps you draw up battle plans, or maybe you veer off and take a left turn and do, I don't know, D&D PC stuff. But that's up to you. So what's the plan?
Could go rob someone.
Maya gives a disapproving look.
I'm always game for robbing. By the way, I like the idea of that being the first line of the episode, so to speak. We just zoom in on the table, and Bungo's like, well, we could rob someone!
I'd be down for robbing someone.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, Bungdo is mostly kidding.
Might as well have some fun before we go down and die. That thing can make millions of copies of itself, for all we know.
Maya is now looking more displeased at Togar.
And we ask for help, and he sends us one person.
I think you get a disapproving look from across the table. He just slowly sips his morning coffee.
That's fine. He can be disapproving of me.
Who? Glyn, the hired fighter from Blackwell.
Well, why would he be disappointed? He's with fucking Blackwell.
Togar just, insulted him.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think in the little lull, he sets down the coffee mug and says, Well then, Togar Cheesebeard, what would you suggest we do?
I don't know. This is not really my area of expertise. I just don't think that it's yours either, because you seem to be more about physical strength.
Got something needs to be killed. Done my fair share.
Yes. But these things do things to your mind. Or at least can.
Seems like something they could only do if they were alive, yeah? I like this guy.
It didn't do anything to my mind.
Well, it did something to Lilith.
Well, is Lilith at this little breakfast meeting, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's just
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I think he just kind of looks over and, just kind of looks at Lilith like, and looks over at, like, the others like, is she okay now?
Yeah, she's fine now. It's just it took control of her. I don't know. It just turned her against us. So, no offense to you. I'm just wondering if you're gonna be of any help to us or more of help to him or it, whatever that thing is down there.
All right, so it sounds like you don't want to go in with all muscle. What do we do to get the job done? You've got the hands-on experience here. I'm coming into this thing blind.
I honestly, like I said, this is not my area of expertise. I've not dealt with any of these mind flayers or aboliths or anything else.
There's a mind flayer down there too?
No. It's worse than a mind flayer, I think.
I mean, really, the only one who's expertise in this is Lilith.
Yeah.
Cue everyone turning their head towards Lilith.
Yeah, I'm looking at Lilith.
Lilith's definitely been so quiet since that happened, and she's very uncomfortable with everyone staring at her.
Yeah, especially all in unison like the creepy mind-controlled people do.
Got that face. Looking at her.
And she's just like, we asked Blackwell for help, but he sent us someone who doesn't know what they're doing, so...
I wouldn't say he doesn't know what he's doing.
How much help that is.
Well, it's probably better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, it's still not that helpful.
I turned to Glenn and asked him, what's the strongest thing you've ever taken down?
He thinks on it for a moment, says, well, I don't do a lot of solo work like your types, but, looking at Chance, obviously, seeing the fact that he's, maybe decked out like an assassin might be. And he says, well, I've been on a team that cleared out a couple of troll infestations. I've dealt with these mind flayers you talk about once or twice. Not directly, mind you, but the things that they make. And other than that, some well, we'll call it business disputes between some of the families in Strassa.
I feel like it could be useful.
Sorry, I'm coughing.
I'm gonna look at him and cast this.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
At Glenn?
Yep,
Why?
I want to test him.
It's
It's pretty much harmless. All it does is make him laugh.
pretty much harmless. Pretty much, he says.
Probably not going to do anything.
Yeah, it should be fine. In theory.
It
I mean,
might
it's-
just make the worst it can do is make him hate us, right? So
It's-
it's not too bad.
Alright. Let me grab his sheet.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Does he
fine.
have an intelligence score of 4 or less? I'm asking. It's part of the spell.
He is talking to you, so yeah, he does have that going.
Okay.
Alright, let's see here.
There are many things wrong, but intelligence is not one.
Okay. So that is a 15 on the save.
Ooh, that is my DC, so he does save.
Ooh. I think you see like a little smirk appear on his face.
You see my
And,
eyes widen, and I say, "Wow, okay, you know what?
Oh, you are smartest of cookies.
No, I take that back. You probably can help. 'Cause I just tried to use a spell that I've seen used in situations with these mind flayers and such before. So you may be helpful after all. I apologize for doing it out of the blue, but I couldn't have you prepared for it. Otherwise, you could, you would be prepared for it. So
You were not prepared.
Alright, and he says, well, I hope I passed whatever this test was. But
Indeed.
moving on to the business at hand, if it's not muscle, what's the plan?
Realistically, I would like to try to take this thing out from a distance.
Alright, what do we know about its base?
It's
What?
slick and slimy.
Nowhere.
Yeah. The thing can get up on and run around. It's like a little land squid looking thing.
We definitely need to move it from its lair, at least somewhat.
There is a crocodile looking thing that's down there that we might be able to get to help us.
Okay.
It tried to eat me. We kind of hurt it a little bit.
I feel like this conversation isn't going as good as it should. There's a crocodile that might be able to help us. It tried to eat me.
Well, no, but it tried to eat me, and then we hurt it, and it realized where it fucked up and realized it had no chance against us. But, I mean, who knows? If we offered a meal of this thing, maybe it'll help us.
And what if it ends up getting turned or controlled or whatever
And stay
you're
the
saying
fuck
this
out of
thing
the
is
water,
capable of?
And it can't do anything. I mean,
You sure about that?
yeah, this thing wasn't like it didn't just pounce on me. I stood there for a couple minutes looking at it.
So then there's flowing water between this thing and, well, this other thing?
I wouldn't say flowing, it's more like shit. and sewage, but there is liquid.
So, pardon me if I'm not picturing this correctly, but I thought I heard something about a rope ladder.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Did we make a rope ladder?
No, there's a
No,
rope
it was
ladder
already
between.
there.
Yeah. I forgot his layer's not actually in the sewer, it's off of the sewer.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, never mind on that, then.
Cheese beard.
I
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
I grab like the tablecloth or whatever and just start trying to wipe my beard. Anything nearby.
I just do this to Togai.
Okay.
And yeah, I think you get like a little nod from Glenn. He's, all right. What else? And as a reminder, because like I think actually, has anybody seen the map, or have I only described it to you?
What map?
The actual layer of the aboleth.
Nope. Only description.
All right. Well, then I shall describe it again. Just so you've got an idea tactically what you're looking at. Pretty sizable chamber. Probably, if you had to guess, you'd say it was like almost 100 feet wide, by a little more than 100 feet deep, with the last probably third or so of it mostly taken up by a pretty sizable pool of water, in which the aboleth and about half a dozen of its thralls were submerged upon entry. There were another 6 that flanked you as you walked in, but all of those ended up coming out and being dealt with in the way that you deal with things. There aren't any posted light sources or anything to that effect. And you did not see any other apparent entrances from like other parts of a cave complex or anything like that. It looks like you've got the one way in, and then the water and whatever that might lead to, but obviously you didn't exactly go scuba diving to find out.
Well, we need to get it out of the water that it has in its lair. And, well, I can't see in the dark, so I'd appreciate some light.
Bungdo readies produce flame.
Once we get into the lair.
Hey, Bungdo heard light.
Maya just lets him enjoy his light.
He was just kind of staring at it, staring at the family. I don't. Can he have a beer?
Huh?
Can he have a beer?
Sure.
Still in the end, right?
Yeah.
So I get a beer.
Okay.
I'm roasting bar peanuts.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I think Glenn is sort of just, we'll assume that the recap I just gave you has been kind of talked through by the group, so you at least all have a concept of how it works. And he says, well, if we've only got one way in, with maybe a possible way out being through that water wherever it leads, I don't see a whole lot of options. Unless you can think of a reason why this thing would climb up out of the water and come running down this hallway that leads up to it. What would interest it enough to do that?
I mean, I think we would just have to, attack from the back of the cavern until all his minions are defeated, and then he has to get out of the water to deal with us.
And we do that how? Hope that we can swim through, or try and sneak in the front door and avoid detection until we launch the attack? Doesn't seem like we have a lot of options, but I'm open to whatever you've got in mind.
I mean, dude, do we need to be sneaky? I mean, sure, it would help, but I don't.
You're the one who said attack from the back of the cavern, so...
No. I said, well, near the entrance of the cavern.
That clarifies things.
Okay. Back of the cavern as from the Aboleth's point of view, is what I was saying.
Okay. So muscle it is.
Well, ranged weapons and a mix of ranged weapons and muscle.
Fair enough. He says, I am not an expert at ranged weapons, but I can hold my own and take care of any of the foot soldiers that might be left over. So, seems like we have some semblance of a plan. Don't all speak up at once.
I mean, I made the plan, so
Yeah, it'll probably all go right out the window as soon as we start, but at least
Sounds
it
good to
works
me.
for now.
All right.
No, Bungo's fine with it.
Okay. So then I think Glenn just kind of sits back in his chair and says, well, whenever you're ready, lead on.
should we buy healing potions? Can we buy healing potions?
Yeah, we should buy something.
You
We shouldn't have to buy them, they should just give it to us. We work for the city.
Well, some of us.
gonna go commandeer some potions?
If
I like
these,
this idea.
if the shopkeepers know what a deputy is.
I'm sure they do. Or if they don't, they will.
All right. So, looking for, I don't know, perhaps a place that sells magical things?
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, well, you've been to one of those. So, just down the street.
Oh, I was supposed to go
Uh,
back here anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to that one.
For what?
Things.
Things.
Talking ideas through.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you head back down the road, walking back into the now pretty familiar magical item shop, and seeing a now pretty familiar face of an older woman back behind the counter, and this now being the third day in a row, I believe, that you've swung by. She kind of immediately acknowledges your presence and says, "Oh, yes. It's been, well, not long at all, but how can I help you today?"
You wanted me to swing back by after you had considered an idea I had.
Right, and I think I've come up with a per unit price. How many did you need again?
I'll turn around and count everybody. 5.
Okay, so then That
6.
seems about right. I mean, 5 PCs, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything. Cool. So, she says, all right, well, for 5 of them altogether, I think that would come out to math. 12,500 gold.
Holy Christ. Okay.
What did you ask for?
Something so that we could talk to each other. On second thought, do you have something that would just allow you to cast the spell of message?
She says, are we looking at a limited type of arrangement, like a certain number of castings per day, or something a bit more open-ended?
Preferably open-ended if you could. Or is that going to be really, really expensive as well?
It would be similar on a per unit basis.
Oh, yeah, if I just wanted one of those.
Well, let's see. So, to clarify, you're talking about something that you could just have one item and message anybody you wanted?
Correct.
Okay, that's going to be pricey.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about, like, a sending stone. I just want something that, like, you can cast message.
Yeah, but it's the unlimited thing that
Oh.
yeah.
How much do sending stones cost?
Let's
They're
see.
a one-time use, though.
Well, once per day, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're targeted.
Yes.
But
I mean, shit. I wish I could learn how to how to do it. It's a cantrip. Just
Alright.
how to message for dummies.
Let's see. I think you can kind of see the wheels turning in her head as you're kind of discussing amongst yourselves budget and pricing and all this stuff. And she says, well, I may be willing to lower the price a bit if you can find me some difficult to obtain magical components. I'd have to take a moment to compile my notes of what I would need, but if you were to venture to a few exotic locales for me and retrieve what I need, I think I could provide a pretty steep discount.
Do any of those include an aboleth eye? Because I will give you one for free. If we survive.
He will not.
I think you see the quirk of an eyebrow. She says, where would you... You know what? I don't want to know.
It's actually right in your very sewers.
Blank look.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. So we are actually here to get some healing potions to go try to take care of that thing.
Right. Well, I can certainly accommodate that. probably for about normal price. We'll talk discounts later, but well, we have a variety of healing potion solutions for your adventuring needs. Everything from traditional potions of healing up to superior. The 3 varieties we have in stock being traditional for 50 gold, greater healing for 100 gold, and superior healing for 500.
What does superior do? Superior.
Superior.
What does it do?
48, I think.
I think it might be
Plus.
more.
Or,
think
sorry,
it's like
8d4.
8d4.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was it.
8d4 plus 8. And then a regular
Plus
is...
4?
Is it 4?
Isn't it plus 4? I think it's plus 4. Maybe it's 8.
Yeah, because the normal one is 4d4 plus 4. And then the other one's 2d4 plus 2.
There's too much math.
It heals you for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is 2d4 plus 2, 4d4 plus 4, and 8d4 plus 8
Sweet.
for 50, 100, and 500 gold, respectively.
Oh. I was just thinking, do you have anything to protect the mind? Protect from mind intrusions?
Like tinfoil?
Yeah. Tinfoil hats?
Yeah, we can't afford tinfoil.
Alright, she goes back and kind of begins rifling through a crate of items that she has. Let's see. So I think she comes back with a really interesting looking helmet.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Let's not. There's not a picture of it in the compendium, so let's see if I can at least look it up to appropriately describe what you find yourself staring at.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. All right. So she comes back, and before even fully showing you what she has in her hands, she says, "Now that I think about it, this might at least serve as a stopgap solution for another issue that you had brought up. This is a one-of-a-kind helmet that, well, it has a number of effects based in the realm of mental projection and protection from harm as well." She holds it up for you to see. And I think somebody with a background in magical items, which I don't know that there is anybody, so
Well,
in D&D terms, if you've ever seen it, it looks like a helmet of telepathy, which is crazy in and of itself, because it is a big, like, metal helmet with what looks like the metal forged to resemble an exposed brain along the entire top of it. And then
oh wow.
for the you're looking at it?
Yeah, I googled it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fucking sweet. I want to buy it. I want it on principle alone.
Yeah, so then it's got this like brass and gold helmet that kind of frames the exposed brain, and then a single purplish lens perched in one of the eye holes. But this one you can see has something of like an aura around it, suggesting that maybe the enchantment to this item has been somehow either modified, or when it was first enchanted, maybe something was a bit different from the traditional process that goes into making these things. And she says, well, this could help one of you. But something as upscale as this also carries quite a hefty price tag.
Of course.
How much is it?
She seems to think about the enchantments that are on it and says, oh, I would say something in the realm of 3,500 gold would be a fair price for this.
That's not that bad. Well, who of us would benefit most from having this? Because, I mean, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst.
And to clarify the additional benefits that you get, yeah, basically this would grant, let's see, broad terms, you might be able to detect the thoughts of others. You can send a telepathic message to a creature that you are focused on throughout detecting others, to which it can reply. And you have the option, the possibility of casting a suggestion spell on something that you are detecting the thoughts of. Now, the suggestion thing would be once a day, but then seemingly appended to the traditional usage of this thing, there's also basically an abjuration aura applied to it that we'll say it would. I'm homebrewing here, so it would probably grant you something along the lines of, we'll say, +3 to checks made against effects that apply to the mind. Very much like a mind blank spell, but kind of nerfed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like that could work perfectly. I've got 280 gold. What else?
What's the platinum conversion?
10 to 1.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying
I mean,
for a group item, that could be awesome.
A group item that one person can use.
Yeah. Just whoever needs it.
well, we do have enough.
Lilith, do you want to wear it?
I mean, yeah, but it would probably be better on someone else. Despite what happened, I am usually good at warding myself against such spells.
Okay. Maya, how about you? It didn't affect you, but
I mean, I'm pretty good
you
at.
are?
Yeah.
Okay. Chance? Bungdo? Well,
Nobody
Bungdo
else
should be okay.
Yeah, Bungdo will be fine.
Is the saving intelligence or wisdom?
I believe it's wisdom.
That's what I thought. How's your wisdom?
On a scale of 1 to 20, mine is 15.
Same.
On a scale of 1 to 20, mine's higher than yours.
Yeah, I figured yours is. That was one of my dump stats.
Well,
Them fucking orc pub stats, though.
wait, what?
It was, yeah, I had, technically I had one dump stat that's worse, which is charisma, but It and my Constitution are both 15.
Your lowest stat is a 15.
No, my lowest is an 11, but my second lowest is 2 15s.
I hate rolling for stats.
Specifically, you should hate Old Orc Pub, but
Oh,
that's
jeez,
a
yeah.
conversation for another time.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It was a website for rolling stats.
Oh, okay.
And it cheated, I think.
Okay, well, if you guys have such high wisdom, Lilith probably should have it. I have advantage against it, but...
Advantage +3.
Yeah, that
Well,
would be awesome.
Yeah, well, I just, like, my wisdom is a 0, my
Oh.
modifier, so...
Yeah, you take it. Definitely take it. Do you have any magical items?
Herself.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I have one.
Oh.
I haven't used it yet.
Oh.
Which I think I could have. I have a Pearl of Power. Oh, do you have to be attuned to this helmet?
I believe so.
It does require attunement, yes.
I mean, we can wait an hour to go down there.
Yeah, but... my Pearl of Power gives me another spell slot.
But you can have a
You can be attuned to more than one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attune to up to 3 magic items.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought it was just one.
No.
Nope, 3.
I
Okay.
think I only have one as well.
I think I have 0.
Heh.
Maybe get you one.
In terms of attuned magical items, I have 0, but otherwise I have that +1 bow.
Oh, you don't have to attune
Someone.
to a +1 stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
So?
Okay, I get this fancy helmet then.
Yep.
Alright, so somebody fork over 3,500 gold or the equivalent.
I will take it out of the treasury. Just give me a bit of time. I'll calculate it. It'll get out.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me Frankenstein together an item card for this thing I just pulled out of my ass.
30.
That'll be nice, though. Now I'm feeling more confident. Now that we've got something to...
This is the Rhino comes back. Sorry, did I say 3,500 gold? I meant 3,500 platinum.
That's like saying, oh, I want to buy this car. Oh, that's going to be 10 $100 bills, please.
That's absurd.
Instead of $1,000.
Yeah.
Alright. Do.
I wish they would just invent paper currency. It'd be a lot lighter. Or a credit depot.
That's a preposterous idea. That'll never catch on.
Some place where you just carry this little, maybe an identification card that just, you know, maybe they look at it and go, oh yeah, you have a balance of this. There'd have to be a way to have magical books that update. Like, you can have 6 books that each update themselves. Like, as somebody writes in it. And use that for bookkeeping.
Fantasy texting.
Well, no, it'd be like a fantasy computer system where they can log, like, so-and-so has this much money left. And it automatically updates no matter which place you go to. So it'd be like a bookkeeping
Yeah,
system.
but you could also use it for fantasy texting.
You could.
Okay. I pull out a combination of gold, silver, and platinum and put it on her magic weighing thingy that counts it out automatically.
Okay. Laura, you should have a new thing in your somewhere. Let me actually put it in a reasonable place.
You should have a thing in
Um,
your somewhere.
Yeah.
There are so many places it could be. Oh, I found
Yeah.
it.
There are so many. Oh, there it is.
Well, I didn't. Shush.
There you go. So that's a thing. As she's counting out the money and all that, she explains that this helmet was said to have been recovered from the ruins of a Yuan Ti civilization somewhere deep in the Elven forests. But yeah.
UNT, those are those lizard people, right?
Snake-like, from what I hear.
Yeah. I've heard of them, never seen them.
No. Nonetheless, they are fearsome foes, but I don't think I've heard tales of them being in, well, at least this side of Acuria in quite some time. Doesn't change the value of the artifacts that we're able to recover, though. She finishes counting the coins and, kind of tucks them away, out of sight, locked up probably. But yeah, she says, and was there anything else I could help you with? I know you had mentioned potions.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Gosh, that was expensive. Okay. What kind of potions do you guys think we should get?
I just drop 200 gold on the counter and say, I'll take 2 of the medium potions.
All right. So 2 potions of greater healing.
Yes. And I'm going to actually just give one instantly to Maya. And say,
Okay.
there's my contribution to you. And then I kind of shake the healing potion in my hand still. I say, this is my other one, contribution to the group. I put it in my pocket and I'll say, I'll save that for if one of you guys need it.
Okay.
I have 2 potions of greater healing.
That's fine.
Hey,
You're always up in their face, though. So.
Yeah.
this is true.
Okay.
We get any poison or ingredients to make poison?
Oh, I got you covered on poison. I reach back behind me, grab the jug, and say poison. And then
Just a little bit of it kind of seems to bubble and just well up from the bottom of the jug.
I'll dump it out in a little vial and give it to him.
Wasn't it like only like 1/8 of a vial or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll say you can use it once.
Okay.
I don't want to get too fiddly with it. So, any other business you guys want to attend to?
I don't think Bunda needs anything.
I make a half an ounce of poison. So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's enough to do some damage.
Yeah.
Isn't it like basic poison?
Yep. Just basic
Okay.
poison.
Okay. So, as you finish up your business at the magic shop, and Saw once again says, well, if you Well, I'll let you finish your current adventure, but if you come back and give me some time to assemble a list, maybe I could see my way to negotiating for the communication devices you were after.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely be back.
Very well. Okay, so all of that taken care of. You are slightly more geared up, slightly more potioned up. Anything else that you would like to do?
Go kill it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And I assume that somewhere in there will be like, an hour set aside to, I don't know, say attune to a fancy new item.
Well, of course, yeah. We got to go get drunk first.
Oh yeah, naturally.
I got to go get drunk before I go down and sacrifice my life.
That's fair, but
Like, I understand, but okay.
You can come too if you want.
yeah, that's not what
Busy attuning.
Yeah, you look back and Lilith has this preposterous looking helmet on her head.
Someone post a picture of the helmet so I can see how ridiculous it is. I'm just
Taylor, you got that?
Yeah. What was
I'm
it?
just
Helmet
picturing-
telepathy? Or telepathy?
Helm of telepathy.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm just
Thanks
picturing Magneto's helmet.
That's what I was picturing.
Like as
It's
soon
like
as you
Magneto's helmet with a purple monocle.
said, like as soon as it was like, oh, it's a mind helmet. Like, well, naturally,
There you go.
I mean, that's not that bad.
yeah.
She probably looks pretty cool with it on.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty badass.
Yeah, I think like when she first puts it on, it's a little oversized, but you can see like little tiny shifts here and there that are happening as she's attuning to it.
I like.
But no, at first it's totally like walking around with a bucket on your head.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So say spend an hour or so, maybe back at the inn or whatever. Is there imbibing going on?
Oh yeah, I'm just chain drinking.
Not by me.
All right.
Water for me.
All right.
I'm not gonna get too fucked up, but I am getting a good buzz going.
I thought you said I am gonna get too fucked up.
No, I'm
Like,
not.
I'm gonna get
flexible.
too fucked up, and then I'm gonna go and fucking die.
Yeah.
No, I want to keep my sensibilities, just something to numb the ever nagging pain of us about to die.
Okay. Well, you are kind of playing with fire here, so go ahead and make a wisdom check just to see if you know your limits.
All right.
Come on, one.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Yeah. No, you're reasonable. You've got like a little bit of a buzz going, like enough that it'll probably mostly wear off by the time you get down to this thing's lair.
Okay.
Like 2 beers.
He's a dwarf. It's probably like 5.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I'm chugging beers.
2 pints of beers.
There you go. All right.
2 kegs later.
Yeah. Just checking in because I'm looking at a map right now. Lilith have all her HP restored on her character sheet.
I mean, we took a long rest, so she's supposed to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. just notice that. Cool.
Yeah, that was after the. I think Bungdo healed me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure that you healed them up before running back down into the stuff. So cool. That taken care of then. If the plan is at least get close, we can say that happens. I mean, you've traversed this path now enough that you're as comfortable as one can be walking through a rancid smelling sewer and down into somehow even sketchier subterranean cavern system.
Is this the third time we've come down here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And
We're gonna flee again.
just keep chipping away, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Dark Souls, you know, you run in, get your ass kicked, regroup, power up, run back in, probably get your ass kicked again. All right. So we'll pick things up as you guys have just finished descending the rope ladder from the sewers into the first like L-shaped cavern, from which there's a hallway leading to the room that you know as this thing's lair. What is the plan here? That's going to mean like marching order, any preparation, like, you know, preemptive spell casting, anything to that effect. What do we got going on here?
I could cast Protection from Evil and Good on someone.
Again, probably Maya or somebody getting in close.
I will not say no.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I think she does it without telling you though, because that seemed to work out good last time.
Okay.
So as we're walking, she just kind of brushes past you and
Kind of
touches your
pat you
arm
on
or
the
something.
shoulder.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Is it a charm spell, Eric, or no?
No.
Protection from Evil and Good?
No, what it does.
Well, I will tell you that it didn't take hold last time for whatever reason.
Well,
I mean, like, realistically, if you're protected, I don't think you would even have an idea of what it was that it was trying to do to
no,
you.
I'm asking you because I read the thing and I don't know
Because
what
she
it is.
cheated.
No, we found the blurb thing in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so in game terms, it is a charm effect.
Okay, well then you should give it to someone else. Because I have this thing.
Oh yeah, this thing that we talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You figured out when you can use it?
Yeah.
Give it to Glenn then, because he's gonna be up there.
Oh, I forgot about Glenn.
No, that would be perfect for him.
Fine. I'll use it on Glenn.
Fine.
Wow.
I think I
mean,
liked Glenn
well,
last
Eric,
week, so I don't know why I'm...
The question was, can I use it because if I knew I was charmed or not?
Yeah, so let's... I don't want to take too much time doing this, but I would like to see a little bit of precedent here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looks
Quick.
like to me you're straight up just able to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because most charms you're conscious for.
Right. I found one helpful tweet from Crawford about it.
Oh.
See if it's just taking forever to
A single
load up
helpful
here.
tweet.
It just says, can you use this? Yes.
Okay. So, the thing to bear in mind is that you are under the Aboleth's control if this is affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me double check the wording on that really quickly, because I know in the case of a dominate person or something, you would still be able to use it if it wasn't explicitly forbidden.
Hmm.
Which is vaguely along the same lines as what we're talking about here.
Still
Let's see.
charm, right?
Yeah, it's just whether through the charm and the
Yeah.
associated stuff, the thing has the ability to prohibit her from healing herself. Is under the aboleth's control and can't take reactions. So like
You just can't take reactions.
Well, that's not the.
that's different. I was just reading a certain
Oh.
line. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna rule, just because there's not like a hard and fast thing here. We will say that I will allow basically a save to see if you can not fully overcome the effect of the spell, but like if you can retain enough of a resistance to have the presence of mind to use that feature.
Okay.
All right, because like under its control is kind of vague.
Hmm.
But yeah, let's cut the rules talk. Like, let's play some D&D.
Well, and they are very strong of mind,
Yeah,
so makes sense.
yeah. So I'll maybe look into it if I remember, and I'm not in camp this time.
The land of the moose and the maple.
Yeah. Cool. So, bearing that in mind, are you then casting on Glyn?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, I think you did like him, at least kind of, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was giving Togar and Bungdo shit.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yep.
Knew there was a reason. Roll 20, why you being slow?
Oh, as we're walking, I'm gonna reach out and cast Mending on Lilith's robes where I stabbed her.
Aw.
I'm gonna clean up the poke holes and, you know. So, and actually, if anybody has any like rips or tears in their clothes, I'm gonna Mending.
Okay.
Because
So
it's a cantrip. I can.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Cool. So, marching order.
Would prefer middle to back if we're going to be doing it from range.
I guess I'll be near the front.
It should be probably Glyn and Maya up front.
Yeah.
To be kind of shield people for.
Yeah, I would say followed by me, but I would like to stealth.
Okay.
That's why I want them to be towards the middle or back as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably hang out near me.
All right.
I'll be direct middle, and you can be one behind me.
So the hallway is like 10 feet wide, so you could go 2 by 2 if you want.
Yeah, I think me and Glenn will go 2 by 2.
All right, yeah, then I'll stand behind Maya.
All right. Cool. And then casters in the back, I assume.
Yep, Lilith and Bungdo. Or Bungdo, are you gonna do Rhino, or are you gonna throw spells?
I'm gonna throw spells for now.
Okay.
I might turn into a rhino later, but
I'm gonna get out my pink war paint and paint battle marks on Bungdo's face.
Bungdo is fucking enthused.
You don't know how long I've been carrying around pink war paint.
Yeah,
Just
but
that.
like,
I bought it a long time ago.
why have you not used it yet?
I had never we never prepared for a battle. We always just went into a battle.
I'm sorry. I paid the price.
So
Whoa.
Well,
oh, I'm sorry, it's hot pink.
You could have used an
Or pink.
action in battle to put it on.
yeah.
Priorities.
And I also could have died, but you know, that's okay.
Well, you could.
But then you would have had your priorities straight, obviously.
Hmm.
Okay. So we've got stealth checks from at least a couple people.
I mean, everyone might as well make stealth. Well, I guess I will make a stealth check too, because why not?
Okay.
I
Oh boy.
I
Well, at least you're in the back.
should roll as little as possible.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Ooh.
I mean, I didn't care whether or not I stealthed, so.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Lilith, don't you have blend into shadow or something like that?
It only works if I'm standing still.
Oh, okay.
And, like, I could turn into a raven, but it takes an action to turn back.
I knew you could do something with the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to say in advance, before we get into the room where that thing was, I want to pull out the poison and put it on an arrow.
Okay. All right. And is Bungdo sneaking or no?
Yeah. You know what? I will attempt to do the sneaks.
Okay.
Watch Bunker rolls like a 30.
God, I'm like the farthest from my spellbook.
I mean, we've done a 13, a 1, a 7, a 3.
He rolled middle of the pack.
He
Okay.
rolled at the top. He tied with the highest person. 13?
Oh, I forgot. He was rolling it with.
Oh my.
Wait,
a
don't you have?
13.
Do you have advantage on stealth checks? This chance?
Yeah, I got the cloak and boots of Elvenkind.
That's
Gives
what
me
I thought.
advantage.
Okay.
Sight and sound.
Yeah. So
Yep.
he is in middle of the pack.
All right. So, with this marching order, you push on down the hall.
How
This,
stealthy is Glyn?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, gee.
I never had one.
So yeah, you push on down this corridor and pass by the scraps of rock that were there and that you moved earlier in your last visit here, and you reach a point where you see a number of blood spatters along the ground, and signs of your previous scuffle, but all of the bodies seem to have been cleared out. There's some obvious drag marks leading back to the chamber that you're on your way to. And once you get to a point where you're within like 50 to 70 feet of the cavern mouth, right around the same time, I think there is like a slight quake in the earth, and it's not enough to cause a cave in or anything to that effect, but there's a little bit of a stumble that happens. Maya kind of losing her footing for a second, and Lilith like kind of leaning against one wall to catch herself. You hear scraping of her like focus, against the wall. And as there's kind of this tense moment of waiting, looking around, as this echoing of footsteps and just kind of slight clatter rings through the hallway, it dies down, and further in, You hear splash sound as something seems to have jumped into this large body of water at the back of the cavern. But other than that, there's no sign of immediate coming conflict. And as you get a little bit closer to the mouth of this cavern, and Lilith, your dark vision is good enough to see, at this point, most of the room. You see it sitting empty.
Oh.
Still quiet. A few slight drips here and there from the wet cavernous ceiling. But you don't see anyone standing around. You don't see 3 eyes poking up out of the water. You just heard that splash. And now everything seems to be still.
Hmm.
So, you're at the mouth of the cave. And this is the situation. What's everybody doing?
If nothing happens, I'll say I wanna do something, but it's gonna take.
You cut out.
Oh. I said if nothing happens, I would like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
I am going to have a torch out.
Okay.
Already. I mean, walking down.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, it would have been dark. He probably would have thought, hey, I need some... So that's
I
fine.
will ready produce flame and use it as a light source and ready to attack.
Okay.
I guess I'll just ready Eldritch Blast.
Ready my
Alright.
bow.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna cast this as a spell.
Okay. So, it's within 30 feet of you. So from the mouth of the cave, I assume you're staying at the mouth of the cave, unless you want to like venture in.
Nope.
How it like jumped in water. How far, like how big is the water?
So again, it's like situated at the back of the room, and probably if this measuring tool thing would work, I could give you a better idea. Basically like 30 feet back by 60 feet wide.
Oh, alright, never mind.
Okay. And so Togar, you pop that spell.
Yep.
And immediately your Detect Magic radar is up and running. You're looking into this vast, empty cavern, and you do not sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you, barring the obvious stuff that is at play within your own party.
Alright, I'm gonna walk in quietly.
Okay. Okay. And I think I'm just about ready to pull you guys onto the actual map. Let you maybe play around a little bit. So,
Let us roll around on his temp map while he prepares the real map.
okay. So kind of from this situation where you were casting your spell, that's something that we'd be looking at.
Okay.
And I still need to get a light source on Maya and Bungdo.
that really what Glenn looks like?
It's just a gladiator token.
Oh, honestly, you look like a badass.
I mean, pretty close. He's probably wearing a shirt, though. You know, it's not exactly practical to go into a life or death situation with your shirt off.
Nonsense, says Hollywood.
Yeah. Everybody knows when you take your shirt off, you gain like +5 armor.
No one wants
Everyone's a
to hit you
barbarian.
and ruin your abs.
Doesn't kill
We
me.
can't mar that perfect stomach.
Have you seen people with scarred up like chests? That's hot.
Only if it's like Hollywood scars.
Yeah.
No, horrible disfiguring scars.
Have your chest cavity ripped out.
Ooh. Oh,
I mean, yeah, you went there.
Yeah, you
of course you would.
Let me group this shit. Yay, fiddly roll 20 things. Okay, Maya gets a torch.
Light.
Uh,
Do you light? It burns.
there is far too much to choose from for this fucking fire shit. Okay.
Damn it, roll 20, take my traces away.
Yeah, do that. Group. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. That'll work. So, you walk in, Togar. And what's the plan? Where you headed?
Just straight on in, I guess, until detect magic starts going off.
Okay.
I'd like to dig in the shadows up against the wall.
All right.
Yeah, I got night vision, so I'm good. So,
Mm-hmm.
2.
I will let
You
them
have
be
night
sneaky.
vision.
Yeah, I'll go up there, assuming nothing happens.
Okay.
Dark vision isn't a thing here. Solely night vision.
Everything
Indeed.
is green.
Yep. Sam Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Just hear the goggles go. Okay. So yeah, you walk in. Magical radar still beeping and booping, looking for stuff. Yeah, you don't detect anything.
Okay. I'm gonna look up on the ceiling.
And that's when the boss descends. No. It's every video game cutscene that happens in a cave ever.
Mhm.
Except it's not, because there's nothing there.
Oh. Okay.
Giant spider from the beginning of Skyrim.
Yeah. So you feel your feet kind of... It's weird. They're like simultaneously sticking and slipping. It's the faint, like squishing sound, even as you maintain, at least a decently stealthy approach. But there's just this
I'm walking through
disgusting stuff. Yeah, you're walking through Vaseline, exactly.
I was gonna say more like molasses.
I'd rather walk through molasses.
I mean,
Nope,
molasses
Vaseline.
is stickier, I think, than
Yeah,
Vaseline.
but it doesn't smell horrible. Well, yeah, it does, but not as horrible as Vaseline.
Well, this stuff
I should
smells
make
pretty
molasses
bad.
cookies.
All right. So you walk in. Squish, squish.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Fuck it. I'll walk in some more.
Okay.
I'll go. Fuck it. I'll go all the way up to there.
All right.
Why can't I see out that far?
Cause get good.
Yeah.
I have dark vision.
Nope. Night vision.
Night vision. It's different. You should be able to see out that far.
I can see there, but look at the diagonal. Be able to see out here unless there's a wall.
I'm casting a shadow.
That's a big shadow.
I'm casting a shadow in the dark.
Big B shadow.
Yep. I don't have full square sighted sighting either, but it just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's a radius, so
Yeah, I've got out to here, but I actually have I should have more than this, I think. I should have 60.
Well, let's see what you got. Welcome to D&D tech support.
Is that you right there?
Yeah.
You're like really faded.
Okay, so Togar, what you're seeing, that is effectively the cavern wall in the back.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
You cannot see through the wall.
Well, I just I have
He has
like
night vision.
boxes here. That's all wall. Like this is the
Boxes.
line of that's the line of my vision.
A crate of boxes.
A crate of boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you approach the water, and
I use my water vision.
your night water vision.
Yep. Fish finder.
In Epilith Lair, fish find you. All right. So, I think what happens here is
We all die.
the end.
Yep. Nobody came back from it, so nobody knows what actually happened.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, so you walk up, and I think you can see as you peek over the edge. There is the faintest hint of movement, but you can't really make out a shape.
My detect
Everyone saw
magic's
this?
not going off.
Well, Togar sees it as he approaches the.
Nothing on my detect magic still?
No.
Huh. I'm gonna motion back to that he's there, just kind of give him the wait. And then I'm gonna point in the thing, and I'm gonna point at my two eyes, and then make a third one, and point back in the pond, basically saying he's in there.
Yeah, that made sense.
Yeah. Point I'm trying to convey is he's in there. I'm gonna kind of back up slowly.
Okay.
So just kind of back up to Lilith.
All right.
That's all.
It's still quiet. You can hear the slow dripping in the cavern and the little squishes of your footfalls in the slime, but other than that, dead quiet. So, what's next?
I'm gonna wait.
I'm going to cast Dancing Light around the water to see if maybe we can see something in it.
Okay. So yeah, where are you gonna put the lights?
Like above the water.
Yeah. Just like spread it evenly out, like there.
Oh, those are fucking great.
there.
Okay.
Just around those areas.
Like you can make like a frickin' you can light this cave up with those.
I
Yeah,
don't know
kinda.
if they're that powerful.
Yeah, I mean they're not like hugely strong or anything, but all right.
I mean, it's only it's only a 10-foot radius.
Oh, is that all? Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
that's still. I mean, that's still pretty big.
yeah.
I can get essentially all the water, I think,
Just about.
because that would be
Let's see.
that'd be like 20 by 20, right?
So what I see is light, dim, black, dim.
All right. So I'm gonna paste these in and illuminate some stuff for you. So something along the lines of like there, there, there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if dynamic lighting wasn't difficult enough.
Let's add more things for it to process. Yeah. All right. So you do that, and as the lights.
Well, there's 4.
Yeah, she gets.
Oh, there's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Don't cheap her out on her lights.
Yeah. It's because the creature's back there and he doesn't want us to find it.
That must be it.
Yep.
Why let me paste?
No paste.
Only copy.
Only pad.
Yep.
Something like that. Farther over.
I do a lot of pad versus paste studies. So that's my first
Is the OCD killing you? Should I do that?
Me?
Yeah, I don't know, somebody, but
Oh, I thought Becca
Wait,
complained
I
about
can't
it.
even see anything.
No.
Same.
I see one there. And oh god, the lag. One there.
What? The leg.
Lag.
Lag.
Oh.
That's all I see
Okay.
is 2 of those.
hold on.
I see even less. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Hey.
See one of them.
Yeah, the others are coming.
Can you guys not see that far with
I
your
can-
good night vision?
No, I can see it. I just couldn't see the lights.
Yeah, it wasn't casting like light that everyone can see. It was yeah. Technical bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody should be able to see 4 lights now.
Yes.
Yep.
That 4th one, I didn't even know where it was.
They're like cells before they split.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And so as those kind of flicker into existence and begin to cast some light down on this body of water down here, you do hear a
Splish splash.
I mean kind of like you hear something kind of dragging itself up out of the water.
Yes.
Let's see. So, just in the corner of that lower left light, you see a familiar fishy figure creeping up
Fucking oh!
out of the water.
Oh, it's not a squid thing.
And it's basically gonna climb up, and I think we'll call this like the inciting thing, right? So it comes up, you see it, it knows you're there, so we're gonna roll initiative. There's no surprise round for anybody. Straight initiative. Let me clear the old one.
Good.
Is this the squid thing?
The squid thing.
The Aboleth. Or
It
There is
does
no
not look
s-
like an aboleth. It looks like one of those other things that you killed
Okay.
early in your trip through the sewer.
okay.
Yeah, we
The,
did not see this.
Wasn't I there for that one?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think you were actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
the
you
first
weren't.
thing I remember from the store, it was like down in the water, like that alligator thing, maybe.
Oh yeah, nope, that
No.
was after the fact then.
Yeah.
So
Here
So got initiative there.
oh, should we all roll our own?
Yeah, sorry, I haven't moved the other thing into this one.
Oh, I see your initiative roll for yours.
Um,
The
alright.
torches have a 6.
Yep.
Apparently,
I am a torch.
you are a torch.
I'm a torch. I rolled an at 1 on my initiative.
And that means you get turned into a torch.
Oh, I'm fucking working on it.
Okay, I win.
What?
Oh my gosh. Your initiative is always so ridiculous.
Jesus.
Yeah, Christ. Mine's not even like nearly that good.
I got a feat that gives me +5.
Mhm.
Oh, that would do it.
Okay, now I'm on the thingy.
Okay.
Fucking did it wrong.
Yeah, because somebody's a fireball, apparently.
Clark!
Phil! That's Phil.
We're so good at stuff, guys.
Wait, why is Phil a fireball? I mean, it kind of makes sense for that one.
Showing my true colors.
It's whatever light we are currently holding.
Phil just
Alright.
Phil gets angry at seeing that, and just and just bursts into a fireball.
Alright, so everything, I think, being. Oh, there's one more thing that I need to do. Because this isn't complicated enough. Oh no.
He needs to add 7 aboleths.
Oh, I thought of another tragic backstory for that gnome on the Wednesday campaign.
We'll talk later.
I know, I just don't want you to let me forget.
Okay.
Just write it down.
Ooh, that
I'm not
took
writing down tragic
forever.
backstories.
Fuck.
Okay,
What if I see them later and become sad?
Okay, so
then deal with it.
We need
First
Glenn.
up.
Glenn's not in there.
why the
Frickin'
fuck isn't Glenn in
ran
there?
away.
Glenn's like, nope.
It's too scary, I have to leave.
Glenn was a half elf, right?
Indeed. He was a stocky half elf, but a half elf
So he's
nonetheless.
got or dark vision.
Yep.
Not night vision.
Night vision. He's also got ass for initiative.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's slower than a torch.
Alright. Slower than the speed of torch. Okay.
You
So.
could say I'm the human torch.
Whoa.
No.
So, Chance, what are you doing? You see a creepy, like, sideways mouth, fanged, tentacled thing, like a humanoid shape, hauling itself up out of the water.
Does it know I'm here?
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's not looking directly at you. In fact, it's not looking directly at anybody yet. I think you get the impression that the lights just turning on and showering the whole body of water with light was enough to get its attention and have it come out ready for a fight.
But it's a little blinded at the moment.
It's still like orienting itself. But yeah,
Would you say it's surprised?
no.
Oh.
But you are going first.
He is going first.
So 16 hit.
Yes.
Um,
Just shoom.
Yeah, as it comes up, you just one arrow, whoop, right in the forehead, and it's dead.
So yeah, it's like halfway up out of the water, and Chance fires this arrow, and like, I think what happens is it hits one of like the side flaps of its mouth, and like pins it to like the tentacles that are flowing out the back of its head. It's still alive, very much hurt, but yeah, it looks pissed. And now, you bet it's looking at you.
Is this like... I mean, put my measuring tape on. Is that like a little spot I can hide?
I mean, it's like a little bit of an indentation.
I
Say it. Tell you what, I will kind of like special move you here. Do that. We'll say you're there.
can't move to there.
Stuff is not working as intended, apparently. Hold on. I gotta verify something, because, like, I feel like dynamic lighting is just having issues today.
Yep, I can't
'Cause-
see him. And I should probably...
Yeah, but like the thing is, you shouldn't be able to move through the barriers in the light, and yet you can.
Oh.
I didn't see one right here. I just see like
Yeah.
a black shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still hold on. Just say you're there, I guess.
Okay. Is it feasible for me to bonus action hide?
Yeah, give it a shot. Okay. Cool. Then next is the creature's turn. And it finishes climbing out of the water here. And obviously it knows where it got shot from. But then looking around, that threat having kind of disappeared into the shadows, locks onto the first thing that it sees, which is dead ahead. Runs up to Togar. And it is going to come running at you, and as it like finishes the approach, you hear this awful high-pitched screeching sound. And I need wisdom saves from Togar and Lilith.
Okay. There we go. Had to wait for
Okay.
the RNG.
Yeah. So it doesn't seem to have any effect on you, but it is going to make a claw attack as it closes that distance with you. But that is only a 13 to hit, which I don't think is enough.
No.
All right, so it screeches, comes running in, swipes at you, but you're able to duck out of the way. Next up, Fireball.
Bundo? Muted.
Yep. Jesus.
A strong start.
Alright. Well, I'm going to... God damn it. Move.
You have a fireball, you can throw it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, can I move before I throw it?
Yeah.
If you so choose.
Yeah, I'm going to come up here, and then I'm going to throw it.
Do it.
Do it. You bastard.
Fucking do it! There you go. 14 hits.
Yay!
And like between Togar and Lilith, you just as a little fireball comes whizzing in and like sizzles as soon as it hits this thing's flesh. Let's see. Yeah, it
I need a kill now.
doesn't seem to like that very much.
What in the world is it rolling for damage?
A die.
It says 9 plus 1 divided by 6 plus 0.58.
No. It's scaling to his level because based on your level, it goes up.
Okay.
It's the equation that they have, and I did the math out and it works.
I'm like,
I've got a
what?
couple that like you should
Alright.
check Ice Knife or whatever. That one does it too if you just drag it.
Anyway, yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, it hits and the thing's like flesh is sizzling and it lets out another screech, not as severe as the one that it did on its turn. Still alive, still pissed. Anything else? Well, Bungo's gone. So that's it for him. Lilith, what are you doing?
I do not like it being so close. I'm gonna attack it. I wanted to step back, but I probably shouldn't. Hey.
Okay, well, hey, that works just fine. And that also works just fine.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So, blasted a couple times. Yeah, like 2 heavy punches to the gut. It, like, recoils as the blasts make contact. Still alive. Not looking good, though. Anything else?
Do we know if this thing is intelligent?
It can talk. Well,
Maybe we
Yeah,
should
so-
kill it. We
So,
should...
yeah, Lilith, you would know from stories between your party mates that one of these things apparently is capable of posing as a human.
Ooh.
So reasonably intelligent.
and
Well,
it can
maybe we
speak
should-
Common.
We should maybe just question it instead of killing it.
There's nothing to question.
I guess we'll see what Togar's gut reaction is. The thing comes running at him, and big flappy mouth open.
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me, sir.
Well, I meant to like find out where the friggin' aboleth is or whatever.
Do you have 5 minutes for me to tell you about saving?
The Raven Queen. Well, I'm done.
Okay, Togar.
Yeah, it swung at me, so my gut reaction is I'm gonna pull out a dagger and stab it.
Mm-hmm.
You love stabbing everything with daggers.
Yep.
All right, so it's like still off balance, having been hit by the 2 Eldritch blasts, and you take that opportunity while it's kind of on its back feet already, or on the back of its feet already, and just like lunge forward with the dagger and like plant the thing almost to the hilt in its chest, and just and it goes limp and falls officially to the ground.
Officially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let go of my
Oh
dagger.
my
and-
goodness, Eric.
Wow.
That pun. Officially.
Oh, what?
I didn't even do that. You did that.
Yep, you did that.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you really should.
It's when Brown
Go to bed.
repeated it.
Go to bed.
That it definitely sounded like officially.
That's why I said it. So, officially.
See? It was him. It wasn't me.
It was him, but
Brown, go to bed.
yeah, we expect that from Brown.
I'm just the only one who caught on to what he said.
Well, that's because most
Fuck
of the
you and your passive perception, alright?
yeah, most of us just aren't paying attention.
Eric's been messing with me and my passive perception all day.
Well, he is a father. He's now allowed to make dad jokes. So that's a thing.
Because people have been talking and I've been like pointing out things to them and they have no idea that I've heard them. Like
Well,
all
don't be
day, my
creepy.
passive perception
Yeah.
has
Okay,
been like
let's rein it in.
Yep, creepy.
no, like they're looking for a dog or something.
Rein it in.
Yep.
No,
Reining it in.
All right, so this thing is dead at your feet.
I'm gonna
No
look
other
over
movement.
to Lilith and say, "Oh, that was easy."
Yeah, I
And
mean, good
then
job.
my turn.
All right.
I give Lilith an awkward high five.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to Maya standing at the back. Anything you want to do after that?
There is a square. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Eric, dynamic
What?
lighting is doing weird things.
Why are you dead? Maya, stop. This isn't the time to dance around
Yeah,
the
there's
cave.
no time to dance around.
It's not your dance lesson
Oh.
yet. That's later.
Oh, what the fuck? Reload.
And by that you mean dynamic lighting. Go away. Fix yourself.
Holy shit. She was like clicking, 5 squares south of herself on the map to. Is it better?
Well, I mean, I was clicking my I'm attached to something.
Oh yeah, no, you're attached to a torch.
Yeah, but the torch is several squares below me.
The fuck?
See, here's the torch. Here's me.
Okay, hold on. When I say hold on, that means hold on.
Sorry, it was already in effect.
Because yeah, you're supposed to be grouped. Like I and now you're just back. Hold
It's
on.
better now?
Hold on. Group. So if I do this, you and the torch should move, which you did. Hey,
Okay.
that'll work for now. All right.
Oh no.
Ah, fuck.
All I did was touch it, Eric.
Alright, hold on. So here's. Oh, I bet I know what it is.
Becca broke it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the fun part about technology and D&D. Okay, so you are grouped now. I am going to. Actually, can you move your token now? And it should separate still. Okay.
I'm not gridlocked.
This is a clusterfuck.
Use the arrow key and it should snap you back on a grid.
Oh no, I can. If I get close to a grid, I snap on. But if I don't, I don't.
Well, once you're on the grid, just use the arrow keys.
My arrow keys don't work.
Oh. Well, have you tried?
Taylor, just stop.
I'll stand there. Like literally, my arrow keys don't work for my token. I don't know why.
You could try casting Produce Flame.
It might work.
Eric, I'm sorry I broke the game.
It's alright.
But not even like in an OP way. Just we
God.
can't play.
Yeah, no, the game is just broken. It is broken. Why can't you?
Can you get me
fucking
some tea
handle
while you're
small
making
shit?
noise?
Yeah. What tea do you want?
Can I get the orange stuff?
The stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like honey, do you?
No.
Okay.
Are
Alright,
you make
I'm-
sugar? No, I'm good.
Alright, I can't fix this right now, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna have to move the torch when you move.
Okay. Well, I'm staying there right now.
Okay.
Do I see anything moving below the surface of the water?
I mean, you're kind of far out to tell, but make a perception check.
Oh, all my windows closed.
If you want to give me control of torch, Eric, I'll move it.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
Gotcha.
I mean, because I would have moved. I mean, I would.
Right.
Yeah, it's the
thought
same
it
thing.
was- Yeah, I thought it was an issue with your
Nope.
thing.
21.
Okay. You see a dark shape toward the center of the pool that seems to be growing a bit larger.
Like, something else is coming near the middle.
Oh wait, I blasted. Are we still in initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Okay.
Are you making tea?
Well,
Right,
yeah,
like,
you just
were
asked
you?
me to.
No, were you before?
Okay.
Oh no,
Maya, are
I
you
was
done?
making popcorn.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. This is so off the rails. It's fucking stupid. All right. So at that point, the shape breaks the now pretty still surface of the water and reveals itself to be the aboleth that you had dealings with before.
The gasp.
I hate it.
What was that, Brown?
Said, does it know I'm there?
You don't
You
know.
don't know. Yes, it knows all.
All right. And so, doing that, emerging from beneath the water, it then going to come up here and I think all of you just hear in your heads, back so soon, and I need Togar to make a wisdom save.
Alright. Nope.
Oh, buddy.
See, I should have given it to Toga.
I don't know that a whole lot's gonna help that nat one.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
All right. So yeah, Togar, you feel your will no longer being your own. Something wrenches control of your faculties from you and commands you to go into the water.
Oh, that's worse than I thought.
And so,
Well, I can't do anything until my turn.
yeah, but when you can, that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Go into the water, and I think it says just, stay under the water.
Oh, who's the torch? Oh, it's Maya.
Wait,
Yeah.
am I able to follow something that knowingly will kill me?
You cut out.
Am I able to follow something that knowingly will kill me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rude as heck.
All right. See if there's any other fun shit it can get up to at the same time. No. So that's gonna bring us finally then to Glyn, who, having been kind of standing around like, oh, what the hell is going on, is going to run up from where he was with Maya. And the force. Okay, so he can at least run up and get close to it. Actually, he is going to not get that close to it because he wants to be able to attack it this turn.
Stab yourself.
Alright. And with that, he is going to pull one spear from his back and launch it at this aboleth. Okay. See how this goes. That's going to be close. What is this thing's AC? All right, so Glenn runs up, pulling this spear, brings his arm back, and just launches it. You see it arcing through the air, and it goes into the water a little bit off to one side of the aboleth, and you just hear him like under his breath, "Fuck!" He begins reaching for the other one that he had, kind of slung across the back. That point, you see a number of smaller disturbances in the water as more seemingly controlled people begin to emerge. And they just make their way to the edge of the water, climb out, and stand there, forming a sort of barrier between you and the aboleth. Chance, what are you doing?
I was gonna shoot the aboleth with a bow. Does it know I'm there?
It hasn't looked at you.
I want to know if I had advantage or not.
All right, let me.
Yee.
Okay.
We have all turned into stormtroopers.
Yeah, and so you shoot, and you hear your arrow connect with something, but it turns out you just ended up shooting the barrel of the spear that Glenn threw. So,
What are those three things?
mind-controlled peoples.
Okay, that came out from the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Chance?
I would like to stay where I'm at and attempt the bonus action hide again.
Okay. Cool. So that's a thing. And
Thank you.
cool. So at that point then, it is going to look around and okay, this is fun. I need to look a thing up. So, yep. I would like Lilith, Maya, and Bungdo to make intelligence saves.
Oh. Is this against being charmed?
This is not against being charmed.
Alright.
Oh boy,
Looks like I'm walking out of here.
that's the thing they are. All right. So, each of you, you watch as in front of Lilith, mind you, just Lilith sees the shape of a mind flayer appearing in front of her. Maya, you see the stuff of your nightmares. Probably a plague-ridden family of people from your home before the monastery. Bungo, what's traumatizing?
Oh God.
I mean, he's got war stories, right?
Yeah, no
Ostriches.
wars. Ostriches?
Yes.
Great war ostriches of the forest gnomes.
That's literally what they are. And they're fucking terrifying.
Oh boy.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen from them yet. But they are there, and they're fucking terrifying. And that's gonna do it for its current thing. Then the dead thing would go. Then Bungdo goes. So, this is a thing that happened. There's now an ostrich in front of you. Are you muted?
Yes. Do I think it's do I think it's real?
Well, it seems pretty real.
But like I think it's actually they're trying to kill me.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Okay. So you see this thing show up, and you focus your rage and terror into a mighty blight spell that focuses on the creature, and you watch as I think you see the corrupting necrotizing effect of the blight crawl up the ostrich, and it flesh begins to slaw off of it, and yet there it is, still harassing you.
Well, I don't faint.
That's good.
I run over here.
Okay. Cool. So that's a thing. Very good. So then, yeah, Lilith. You have a mind flayer in front of you.
Okay, so this has happened like 3 times. Would I be able to really tell?
It's feasible if you would like to, I don't know, say use an action to possibly discern that this is, not what it might seem. You could make an intelligence check.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Oh God.
Wait, that was a save, though.
Well, it's 0.
Oh.
Either way.
Yeah. Okay. No, that seems like a mind flayer.
Okay, and now I don't have an action, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. This is fine.
Can I? Ooh, no, I can't do that. Okay, well, I guess I'll just stand there looking like an idiot.
Is that a mind flare? Yup. Oh, I'm gonna stand there now.
Yes, it is. And now I know to attack it and waste more of my actions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool stuff. So, Togar, I think you have a job to do.
Well, being that they're all crowding over here, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk over to here and get in, if that's allowed.
Can I use like a reaction to try to grab?
I mean, technically it's an attack, so sure, we'll call it a grapple check.
Okay, and mine has to be strength, right? Because I'm the one.
Yeah,
doing
yours
the
has to
grapple?
be an athletics check specifically.
Oh, that's not okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, I need to do, what is it?
Either athletics or acrobatics, whichever is better.
It's gonna be like a plus 12 or something.
Sure, we'll call that assisted. Why not?
You have a 16 to your acrobatics.
What? I have a +4.
No, he has a 4. He rolled a 16.
Oh, okay.
Roll again, Laura. I'm giving you advantage.
Oh, okay.
I accidentally forgot to hit voice to
Yep,
Whatever.
Didn't work, so.
You forgot
Alright.
to do what?
Push to
Eric
talk.
heard me. You did not.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and I'm just gonna kind of do this 5. And I'm gonna walk. I want to walk over to like the side over here because I don't want to be in anybody's way. But that's as far as I can go anyway. With just like movement, unless I have to dash.
I don't think it said you had to run, so we'll say that's reasonable.
Okay, I'll just walk over there. And on the way
Alright.
over, you just see me drop my dagger.
Okay.
It just stays there.
All right. Cool. Human Torch.
So I'm gonna be there and, stare at it, and then this stillness will come over my mind, and I will realize that it's not real and that I should not be frightened.
Okay. Technically, it's not the frightened condition, but I think this is what it makes sense that it would apply. So, yeah, you're able to shake it off. I mean, you've had despicable tricks like this played on you before by, cultists of Caius. So, yeah, I think that works. And so the horrific image of the plague-ridden family closing in around you just seems to dissipate into like a little cloud of sand that scatters across the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's... I'm gonna move here. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay,
You can move the torch with me when you get a chance.
I can do that. There you go. Oh, close. There you go. All right. Brings us to the Aboleth, which is going to yeah, it has a decision to make here. All right, so it is going to attempt to pry into Lilith's mind again. I think it senses, well, it believes that you are easy prey. And so it focuses in on you, and I need you to make a wisdom save +3. All right. Yeah, between the advantage and the +3, you destroy the DC for this. And yeah, you watch it like the three eyes kind of squint as it feels its will being repelled. And
I flip him off.
just snarls at you, and
By association, you see me turn and flip you off, Lilith.
Flip who off?
You.
You.
What? Rude.
I'm mind controlled.
I flip you off back. So my two fingers just in the air.
pew pew. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna do it for that one. And then also on its turn, it is going to basically command Togar to jump in the water at that point and swim to it.
Okay.
Which brings us to Glyn, who, now that this thing is within running range, he's saying, fuck it, running up and trying to make a melee attack. Two-handed with his spear. And he jabs it once, twice, 3 times, hitting 2 of those 3 times. And yeah, you hear like a shriek as the 2 blows that do hit seem to deal quite a bit of damage.
Does that affect me at all?
Nope.
Cool.
Okay. And yeah, he's just there. He's like yelling,
I like how
jabbing the thing.
your mic didn't pick up your roar, but Becca's did.
Nice.
It's a very far away roar.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for Glyn. The commoners then. I think the one that's right next to Glyn now is going to try and grapple him. Fucking good luck on that, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, so the commoner grabs Glyn up mid-spear strike and like basically just lifts him off the ground from behind and walks over the edge into the water. And the 2 of them are basically like there now. All right. The other 2, I don't think do anything. Chance. What are you doing?
Mentally face palming at living Abby food. I guess I'm gonna try and shoot the Aboleth, try and break his hold on Togar, who's acting right.
Okay.
Am I stealth from it? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh no!
Jesus.
Double ones.
That's rough.
Congratulations. That's a 1 in 400 roll right there. All right. Well.
Isn't every
Misses.
roll 1 in 400?
I mean, kind of.
Sorry.
So, yeah, that didn't do anything. Anything else you'd like to do, Chance?
Ponder if I should even stay here anymore. It looks like everyone else is screwed. I guess I'll reattempt to hide.
All right. Duly noted.
That's it.
Okay. So.
Gosh, you rolled another 1.
There, what are the chances of that?
3 and 4.
Okay. So you watch as the water that the aboleth is in begins to swirl and seems to like propel itself up out of the pool in which it rests and sweep nearby creatures into it. So that would be, Togar, who, I mean, he's already like trying to get in, but you just for funsies, make a strength save.
A strength save.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So yeah, you are pulled into the water. The civilians are as well, although they seem entirely unfazed, as are you, probably. 2, 3. Okay, I also need a strength save from Maya.
I got too close.
Just barely.
It's okay.
It is okay. So yeah, the water like splashes up and seems to almost grab onto you and pull you, but you're able to withstand this unnatural force, and the wave sort of breaks around your legs without being able to drag you back in. Bungdo, are you?
Yes.
Hey, you're unmuted.
Yes, I've been trying not
Yeah.
to be muted. I'm gonna write now,
Mm-hmm.
and then I am going to on the obelisk.
The obelisk?
cast-
It is definitely an obelisk.
God damn it!
Not to be confused with an oblex.
How many level 4s do I have? I think 3, right?
Oh, fuck it. Okay, hold on. I gotta ungroup you from your fireball thing too, because it's all fucked up. Cool. Let's see. You are.
Yo, 3 4s and 1 bunch of others too.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, 3 4s and 1 5.
Okay. Okay. And that is targeted at
Obelisk.
the aboleth. Cool. Let me fix your initiative because I had to delete your little fireball thing.
I don't think your DC is supposed to be that low.
I think that's correct.
What?
No. I mean, I think what Brown said is right. Yeah, DC 12. No.
Should be like at least 14 or 15.
All right. So let's see. Your spell save DC is 17.
I'm not sure why it says 12.
If it was 12, you'd have a wisdom.
You would be a vegetable in terms of wisdom, not intelligence. 'Cause that's a thing. All right. So con save by the aboleth. Give me the character sheet. Saving throws. Boom. That is a made save. So it takes half.
It's very rude of it.
Okay. Cool. Anything else from Bungdo?
I stare with my stink eye at the aboleth.
All right. Oh, well, you were already on the next turn. So Lilith.
Okay. Is blight not like a light? I always pictured it like that.
No, it's like, I mean, I guess you could interpret it however you want, but effectively what it causes is necrotic damage. So it's like rotting, and you could interpret it as like almost like a negative energy kind of thing, because a lot of necromancy does the same sort of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a withering kind of thing.
I just noticed that it did necrotic damage, so I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to, with my shiny new helmet,
Okay.
cast Detect Thoughts on the friggin' creepy guy there.
The friggin' creepy guy. Okay.
So it's well, you just made it, but in case you forgot, it's a DC 13.
On the
Okay.
obelisk.
Yeah.
That obelisk, though.
Yep.
All right. Well, it rolled a nat 17.
Ah! I'm mad. I can do this again next turn, right? It doesn't say once per turn or once per like short rest.
Yeah, no, I think the only once per is the suggestion.
Okay. Shoot. That is all.
Cool. All right. That'll do. So Togar,
Mm-hmm.
swim.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually try to like go over top of this one. Because he said come over to him, so I'm gonna try to clamber over top of both of them to get right up next to him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. So go ahead and back up one space because
Yep.
you know games and stuff. That'll work. Let's say, I mean, it could probably do stuff if it wanted to. So that works. And now you're just there, awaiting your next command.
He didn't tell me to go back under the water, right? He said just swim over to him.
Yeah, actually, that's correct.
Okay, so I am actually like I swim over to the edge of like where I'm still in the water, but I can touch land. Just so I'm not, like, you know, I'm like maybe chest deep to me.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so
fine.
I can, you know.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. So, stuff. Human Torch, Maya.
Okay. I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4 and do a stabby stab on this person. Or a wacky whack.
I was gonna say, what are you stabbing with?
A wacky whack.
Okay. So yeah, this mind-controlled commoner who just got swept up in the wave and pulled into the pool, basically. You run up and whack and like split their skull open. And yeah, they're pretty dead.
Okay. Move forward a step, so that's what I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna wacky whack that one.
Okay, and so this one like still kind of has his arms around Glyn, like trying to basically push him further into the water.
Does a 10 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Well, I'm gonna try and punch its back of the head then.
Okay, so you swing with the quarterstaff and miss, and then an unarmed strike, which I'm kind of picturing as you like tiptoeing up to the very edge of the water and just trying to like soccer kick, which hits, and you hear this like as the neck snaps at this horrible angle and goes limp, and this person kind of like slides off of Glyn's back as he's now kind of treading water in this unpleasant situation. Cool. Anything else?
6, 7. No. Oh.
Okay. Aboleth.
You will have to move the torch just a bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. So let's see. Complicated thing is complicated. All right. So the aboleth is going to kind of swoop its way around to here and reach out with one of its tentacles, not in an attacking type of motion, but like this awkward, just like caress of Togar. And I need Togar to make a con save. Okay. So you don't seem to take on any unusual effects. Let's see. Next, then, is going to make 2 tentacle attacks against Glyn now that he is dragged in here. Oh, that's okay. All right. Oh, and he's got to make some saves as well. Good times.
Rip Glyn, I do ye well.
I did get him ungrappled though.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so he gets hit by one of these attacks as it like just whips down, and you see already this massive welt bruise kind of thing appearing across at least what's visible of Glyn's exposed flesh. And okay. That seems to be about it. He's still like flailing and trying to get his bearings in the water. And it's now his turn, and he is going to he's going to do Glyn things, which in this case means tread water and try and stab from a swimming position instead of a standing one. Let's see. One, 2, 3 attacks. 2 of them hit. You see like a gout of like a dark bluish blood kind of spurting out of the thing as it gets impaled with the spear. And it shrieks in pain. That also seemed to hurt. Glyn's, for for the situation he finds himself in, he seems to be doing pretty well. Very good. Incidentally, the thing would have told Togar to swim toward the center of the pool.
Okay, Togar would have incidentally listened. I would have listened.
Okay. Commoners, like, I think this one's just going to swim over and it's going to try and grapple Glyn, and we'll see how that goes. I say that, but, you know, we see how it worked out last time. Oh, no, it just swims over, tries to grapple Glyn, and, like, kind of gets smashed in the face with the back of the spear, like, knocked away. Chance, what are you doing?
Shooting the aboleth.
Okay.
Attempting to. Let's hope her not nat ones.
You did have another nat one.
There was a nat 1 in there. That's 3 in a row.
4. Well, no.
4 out of 6.
4 out of 6.
Yeah.
You need to
This is
just
a stealth,
restart your
yeah.
browser.
Hey, look, a nat 1's in there.
All right. Cool. So that hits. That seems to do a good bit of damage. Yeah. All right. The aboleth is looking pretty hurt. Not like on death's door, but you have done a pretty hefty amount of damage to it. And is there anything else you want to do, Chance?
I would like to move up.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So, before we get to Bungo, the aboleth is going to use a legendary action to use its Psychic Drain ability. Yeah. Because that's a thing it can do. Alright, Togar, you take 10 points of psychic damage, as it would appear that the aboleth heals up a bit. You can also make a wisdom save.
Alright.
And just like that, as this sharp pain in your head kind of jars you out of that trance-like state you had found yourself in, you regain control of yourself.
Okay. Do I have memory of everything that I've done?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then now we get to Bungo.
Keep closing my sheet. Alright.
Where's the outfit?
On the aboleth.
Damn.
Alright. Just dropping bombs.
DC 17.
Con save. That is a 20.
Jesus!
Yeah, you're still doing some damage.
Yeah, you at least seem to have undone the healing it just did to itself.
More than that.
Ooh, effective.
Okay. Anything else from Bungo?
Nope.
Okay. Lilith.
Okay. She's going to try detect thoughts again on the aboleth.
Alright.
What range is detect thoughts? Maybe I need to get closer.
That is a good question. What kind of save was that again?
It just says save 13.
Okay. It's probably wisdom, but...
Well, I have to be within 30 feet of it. I gotta move closer.
Intelligence. Or... No, it's hard as wisdom.
Okay. Cool. So then, wisdom save. Taking forever to roll. Hey, that's a 9.
Haha! Okay. So, what do I hear then?
Alright, let's see the specifics of Detect Thoughts, because this is about to get really interesting, I think.
Oh god, you're gonna have your mind shattered.
Nuh-uh.
No, you're gonna have your mind shattered.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a shared consciousness with all the other ones.
Alright, so we will say that... Yeah. Alright. Fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. Okay. So, in terms of reasoning, it seems to be focused on, like, staying here in this combat and, how do I specify here? So I think you get the general concept that it's not concerned about its physical body. And there's something about like these interlopers would make a good vessel. Its emotional state is like right down the middle, totally level. I guess if I was to say what its emotional state was, it would be not emotional. There is not fear, anger, anything. It is just doing what it does. Something that looms large in its mind.
He's in Cthulhu.
You see an image of a wrinkled old illithid clad in mage robes. And I think that covers all the bases.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank
I
you.
guess that's all I could do for now then.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of like you could talk to somebody or something, but that's about it.
I just turned to Maya. So how's your day been going?
It's like those random conversations in Fire Emblem games about some completely unrelated fight you're in. Okay, so cool. Togar, you're a free man. What are you doing?
Anybody paying attention would see the dagger laying on the floor just disappear. And you just see me kind of clamber out of the water, get to the edge, and say, "You motherfucker!" and just chuck the dagger, immediately whip the gun out, and try to shoot. If I can.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I had to reload roll 20.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, attack of opportunity. That's going to be a thing.
You know what?
Once
Better yet,
go ahead.
I'll do bonus action disengage and
Okay.
forget about the gun. I'll just throw my dagger at it.
Cool. Do your thing.
All right. Dagger. Nope.
Nope.
Just hits the slab and. Ew.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, and recall my dagger. And
Okay.
that'll be it.
All right. Maya.
I am going to one, two, three. Splish splash. Splish splash whack.
Okay. That hits. And you knock out the remaining commoner here. Cool.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Splash.
That hits.
Disengage.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. Very cool. So that's it.
Yep.
All right. Hmm. All right. So,
Well, I guess I'm walking on the water. I'm not really splish splashing.
well, that's fine. I would like a wisdom save from Togar.
Why always me, goddammit.
Yeah, always you.
Yeah, no.
And just like that, you feel the control of your faculties being wrenched from you again. And you are told to swim out to the middle of the pool in the most direct route possible.
Okay.
Alright, and then that brings us to Glyn, who is going to just fucking keep attacking, see what he can do.
Punch it in the ass that it doesn't have.
Ass
Ooh, boy.
punch.
Okay, yeah, so maybe he's getting a little tired treading water. His aim isn't so good this time around. I think he... I mean, yeah, he stands his ground, but he's just looking... He's visibly fatigued, and you see the spear attacks that once were, like, piercing through the flesh of this aboleth, like, kind of slide off of its slippery hide. Alright. No more commoners. Chance, what are you doing?
Gonna try and shoot the aboleth with my bow again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Just normal attack.
Alright. That most definitely hits. And yeah, the aboleth is hurting like bad. You can see just gushing wounds all over its body.
Like to bonus action hide and walk away a little bit.
Okay. Quick bonus action is just gonna scoot, or not. Legendary action is just gonna scoot, and yeah, that'll be it for that one. Bungdo.
Good. I don't have Blight anymore. However, I do have other spells.
Okay.
Would Dispel Magic work on telepathy?
Like the mind control aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything specified about this.
All the hard questions today.
It's all right. Well, it is a magical effect. So I think this is something that you'd have to roll for. It's not technically a spell, but I can kind of approximate what it would be worth, for lack of a better term. So, what level are you casting this at?
Level 3.
Okay. Cool. So, go ahead and make a wisdom check. Yeah, you try, but there's some strong magical compulsion going on here, and break Togar free. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Lilith.
Okay. So, looking at the aboleth,
Mm-hmm.
I just say, you probably don't want him. He's kind of a lot to deal with. and I'm using suggestion on him.
Basically telling him to drop the control.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's another 13, DC 13.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. That is an 8.
Aha!
Okay, and so Togar, you are free somehow. It just seemed to drop control over you for some reason.
I'm really reasonable.
There you go.
I mean, you are a deputy.
It respects my power.
Respect
Totally.
my authority.
Deputies of the ants.
Excuse me, sir. I need to place you under arrest. Please put your hands behind your head.
You're very convincing. I think I will.
Yep. Okay. So is that it for Lilith?
Yeah.
Togar, you're free again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, alright, fuck it. I'm pulling out my gun and I'm gonna just shoot him. I'm done.
Okay.
I am done screwing around. Thunder
Does the
cannon that
gun work?
It's magical, yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Thunder cannon that shit. I get sneak attack because it's range.
Sure.
And because he's next to what's his nuts.
Yeah. Okay. So paint me a picture of how you kill this aboleth.
I just say, "You motherfucker," and say hello to my little friend. Boom! And just like I whip it around and just have so much like anger. I fire it and I just knock myself completely off my feet.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, you
And
weren't on.
you just look at it and you see just it looks like a giant fucking bowling ball sized hole in its head. As I just basically shot right through its head.
Okay. So yeah, you do that, and you see like where the 3 eyes were. It's like one looks kind of like an eye, but a hell of a lot bigger. That you can see straight through. You can see this back wall of the cavern, like illuminated by the hovering light, and the thing just reels and slumps back in the water. And for a minute, everything is still. Until there is a slight shimmer on the shoreline as a small creature fades into view. Something
Is it a-
that looks like a human brain on 4 legs.
Good.
And you hear the sliding of stone against stone as something seems to be opening up. Let me move the thing back here.
This is not okay.
I
Back where?
don't see. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, okay.
And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
What?
Phase 2.
Fight!
Dun 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 dun.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.